Now let us see some different types of thermodynamical process. We have seen now up to now what is meant by thermodynamic process. Now let us try to understand and try to know some few different types of thermodynamic process. So now different types of thermodynamic process. Different thermodynamic process. First one, isothermal process. Second one, isobaric process. Third one, isochoric process. Then fourth one, adiabatic process. Adiabatic process. Then fifth one, cyclic and non-cyclic process. Then sixth one, reversible and irreversible process. So now these are the different types of thermodynamic processes. The first one we call which is a isothermal process. Second one is a isobaric process. Third one is an isochoric process. Fourth one is an adiabatic process. Fifth one is a cyclic and non-cyclic process. Sixth one is an reversible and irreversible process. So now let us understand in brief what is meant by all different types of process. If it is an isothermal process, in the isothermal process the temperature is constant. Temperature is constant. Temperature is constant. It means what? What is a isothermal process? Isothermal process is a thermodynamic process where the thermodynamic process will be happening at a constant temperature. Means the affection or the parameters, other parameters like pressure, volume, internal energy, entropy, and again number of moles, all these different thermodynamic variables might change or might be affected at constant temperature whenever the change in state is happening. But one condition, in the change in state the temperature is going to be constant. In change in state the temperature is going to be constant. The best example is what? Boiling point or melting point or different types of change in state. All this happens at a constant temperature. So that is one of the best examples of what is meant by isothermal process. Boiling point happens means what? Whenever we try to heat the water at 100 degrees Celsius, the water will boil and then later it will convert into vapor state. Until the complete water is converted into the vapor state, the temperature is going to be constant. That is called as an isothermal process, and it is also a thermodynamical process. So now that is a isothermal process. The next one, isobaric process. Here pressure is constant. Pressure is constant. So now it is a thermodynamic process where the pressure is going to be constant. That is called as an isobaric process. So the other example, the example for this isobaric can also be the same thing. It can be even the melting point of water, melting of ice. It can be boiling of water, because the boiling of water happens at the same constant pressure only. So pressure and temperature will be constant whenever the water has been boiled and it's been converted from liquid state to vapor state. So that is again one example of your isobaric process. Now here in isochoric process, this is also called as an isovolumic process. It is also called as what isovolumic process. Here the volume is constant. The volume is constant. So now it is a kind of thermodynamic process where the volume is constant. Isochoric process is nothing else but it is a thermodynamic process where the volume is going to be constant. The volume is not going to be affected. So this is one of the isochoric process. Then next one, coming to the adiabatic process. In the adiabatic process, it is a thermodynamic process where no heat energy is exchanged. The exchanging of heat energy will not be there. It means that the energy exchange is going to be zero. So now here in the adiabatic process, no energy is exchanged. In fact, it's an heat energy. No heat energy is exchanged. So no heat energy is exchanged. In adiabatic process, it is a thermodynamic process where heat energy will not be exchanged between the body and body, different bodies, and also between a body and the surrounding area. So now in a adiabatic process, there will be no heat exchange takes place. Now cyclic process. What is meant by cyclic process? Cyclic process means it is a thermodynamic process where if you consider one thermodynamic system, the initial state of the thermodynamic system will be same as the final state of the thermodynamic system. Means whatever the input we have given to the system will be the same as the output. The output also will be same as the input. Means ultimately, even the thermodynamics process has taken place, the input state and the output phase will both are same. That is called as an cyclic process. So ultimately, if you have started from one point, if it has gone through the thermodynamic process, ultimately it comes over here. It means what? The first stage is same as the final stage. So now cyclic process is a thermodynamic process where the first stage of the thermodynamic system will be similar to the final stage of a thermodynamic system. The reverse of that one is a non-cyclic stage where the first stage will not be same as the final state. It will be different. So that is a thermodynamic system, systems, cyclic and non-cyclic process. In the reversible and irreversible process, in the reversible process, if any of the particular system has changed its state during the thermodynamic system, you can even reconvert into that particular previous state. Just like melting point of ice into water and again water back into its solid state. So that is a reversible process. It is a thermodynamic system where it's a thermodynamic process where any kind of system can be reconverted back into its first stage. That is called as a reversible thermodynamics process. Irreversible process means which we cannot convert back, into that particular process. So that is called as a reversible and irreversible process. So now the different types of thermodynamic process are: first one is an isothermal process, second one is an isobaric process, third one is an isochoric process, fourth one is an adiabatic process, fifth one is called as an cyclic and non-cyclic process, sixth one is the reversible and irreversible process. So these are the different types of thermodynamic process. I hope you all have understood about what is meant by thermodynamics, what is meant by thermodynamic system, what are the different types of thermodynamic process, and again what is meant by how a particular system, different types of thermodynamic systems are to be considered. So this is for this today's lecture. I hope you understood.